Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Karen, Lavenderclothesline, and in today's video we're going to talk about the #1 rule for selling online successfully. Over the course of my 8 years of full-time selling, I have learned one thing really changed the game for me in being a successful seller. And when I meet you guys out in the wild, when I am thrifting and I am at yard sales or estate sales or auction houses, many of you come up and share your story about getting involved with selling, or that you've been buying and you're afraid to sell. So my #1 all-time rule that I have learned for being a successful seller is not to fear the whole process. Now, 8 years ago when I started out and I had no idea basically of what I was doing, I have to admit, many days I felt lost. I felt like I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to ship. I didn't know how to fill in a listing properly. Very frustrating. But I kept at it and I learned not to fear the process. Along with that, when I was out hunting for items to resell, I realized quickly that the bigger items were scaring me. I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to ship this huge thing? But I taught myself just to figure it out as I went along. Now let me say, if you're hoping to be a reseller full time, it is a ton of work and you're going to make mistakes along the way. But my intent, especially for this channel, is to encourage you that if you are considering selling online, or if you are a newbie and you're just starting out, my #1 tip is don't fear the process. Jump in. Nike has it right. Just do it. And you will learn very quickly of what works and what doesn't. So in today's video, we're going to do a haul. Some of this is the bigger items that other people are passing by because they look at the piece and they say, oh heck no, I am not even trying to ship that. Truth be told, there are quite a few items that I don't ship. If they are breakable and they're large, I have a tendency to stay away from that combination, but as a whole, I will pick up very oversized items. But before you pick something up, just learn a little bit of how that works with shipping on the size of things, because that can really kill a sale, or you can lose money if you undercalculate the size of an item needing to be shipped. But today we're doing a haul. I'm really happy to show you these pieces I picked up. A few of them have sold and are out the door already, so I'll put screenshots, and a few of them I might have sold, haven't shipped out, and a few of them I haven't listed yet. So if you see something in this haul, just know these items should be on, what is today? I'm filming on Tuesday. I should have all of these items listed probably by next Monday. All right, grab yourself something to drink. Let's get started. Let's check out what I picked up. This first item I fell in love with. I love finding things like this. The only problem is I wish I would have found a second one, but I will always take a single one. Look how gorgeous this is. This is a vintage plastic wall hanging candelabra. So I'm going to hold it this way so you can get the full scope of what this looks like. How fantastic is this? Now you would think, okay, it's plastic, it's lightweight, easy to ship. This really is quite difficult to ship because this is very breakable. But as a whole, I will always pick these up. These are like Rococo, Hollywood Regency, Victorian, all the good keywords, candelabras, and this should do very well. I believe I paid $3.99 for it in Goodwill, and I'm really excited. Like I said, it would have been good if I had found a second one. That would have been over the top good. And I am so fancy and so ornate. I love finding stuff like this. So this is the first item. I'm thinking this is probably, depending on how many are online, this probably will bring over the $60 mark. And like I said, it's plastic, so it is lightweight. So what I do is I just pad this very heavy with bubble wrap and put it in a box that is much larger than the piece. Hence, I have to figure out the shipping before listing it so that I know the dimension of the box. But how gorgeous is this piece? And everybody else was passing it by like, oh no, I'm not buying that. I will say yes to this all day long. I don't fear shipping it, but you know what? I might try it on local pickup first, and then if it's a slow move that way, then I'll go ahead and put shipping on it. So that is item #1, a very huge, large Rococo Hollywood Regency gold candelabra. This next item I actually showed in a haul. All of you guys commented that you loved it and you helped me identify the time period it was made, and it is this Budweiser wooden crate. How fantastic is this? So I did not want to ship this, not because it's hard to ship, but because it's very heavy. So I did local pickup on Facebook Marketplace and on eBay, and it actually sold on eBay. I'll put a screenshot here so you can see what it brought. If my memory serves, $70, and the buyer will be picking it up Saturday. So I do local pickups in a parking lot near my house. I never have people come to the house. I just make a meetup time and day, and when a buyer buys something online on eBay that they have to pick up in person, eBay sends them a scannable code, and you just bring your phone, you go into the sold item, a little camera will appear, and you just screenshot the code on their phone. Very easy, nothing to fear about that. So I always say yes to items like this, but these are not shippable for me. Now somebody else might want to take a chance at shipping, but for me, too heavy to ship, and they are breakable. Okay, so this next item is so large I'm gonna have to stand back, and you're gonna see all the camera and the lighting that I'm using because it's a mirror. Now I do not ship mirrors, very rare. Okay, once in a while I ship mirrors when I get in a mood, but I would not ship this one, too large, but this type of mirror should bring very good money. So this is a gold painted wood framed mirror, and it has like a ribbon bow thing going on the top, and it is put out by the Uttermost Company in Virginia. Very heavy, good quality. Sometimes you find these in plastic. Depending on what it looked like, I would still pick it up, but to find a wood one is terrific. I was thrilled. So again, not fearful of selling this because this will be local pickup. A lot of times when you find big items out in the wild meaning at yard sales or thrift stores, and you look at it, you have to be flexible in your mind of how you're going to sell the thing, whether it's going to be a yard sale that you hold, if it's a really big piece. I've sold crazy big pieces at a yard sale. I did whiskey barrels, furniture, yeah, all kinds of craziness that I picked up at Goodwill. That was a few years ago. And I also do local pickup Facebook Marketplace. So just those two places is where I'm flipping local pickup items that are too big or too breakable to ship. But absolutely yes to gorgeous oval mirrors with bow trim and high quality. I paid $6.99 for this, and I think I have this on for $100. I'd have to go back and check. You can always check my store to see what I'm selling things for or what things have sold for. Lavender Clothesline. I share almost everything. This next item I showed in my last shopping video, I think. I was at Shillington. You know, I go to so many thrift stores, I lose track of where I've been. So if you guys follow me, you will see that a lot of times I'm at the same 3 thrift stores. But just know that if you go over the course of all my videos, I probably film in about 20 stores, most of them being Goodwill, but a few others, community stores, church thrift stores, things like that. This item is Burwood, and this is a train wall hanging. This is what the back looks like. So it is a molded piece. The plastic is poured into a mold and then it is popped out and painted. Absolutely, yes. I think this is going to do well. And do I have this listed yet? I don't think I even have this listed yet. And what did I pay for this? I have a little cheat sheet. I paid, I don't think it's on this sheet. Oh, there's a back to the sheet. So we have cleaned all of this, Lisa and I, and taken the stickers off. And $4.99 I paid for this. I'm thinking this is probably going to bring 35 to 40. And I will ship this. I will just pad it very heavy and put it in a box that is probably about 4 inches bigger on all sides, surround it with either styrofoam, pool noodles, or packing peanuts. All right, so this next item is very large again. I probably will ship this. I haven't really thought about it, but you never know. I might just do local pickup if I don't feel like shipping it. So this is the Cricut Expressions cutter. I'm sure we're all familiar with this. This is a machine that I have to put down because it's very heavy. This is a machine that cuts letters and designs out, and crafters really like this. Now these are very expensive new. The resale value should be about $60 to $70, but I only paid $7 for it. So while it does have the software in it, it does not have the, I think they're cutters, or I don't know what they're called, die cutters. And so in other words, not totally complete. I did plug it in, it powers up. I did that in the store so that I don't get home with something and it's a total waste of my $7. But this item should do very well. I'll report back on Instagram when it sells, what kind of money it brings. I think there's quite a few of them online, so I might just flip it for about $50 local. When I set the price on Facebook Marketplace for local pickup, I always price a little bit less than on eBay because our sales on eBay have fees associated with it, and Facebook Marketplace local pickup so far is you're making all profit, which is lovely. I love that idea, except for income tax, of course. But so I price my items on Facebook Marketplace a little less expensive than I do on eBay. Okay, so the rest of the items on the table are normal sized items, things I picked up, some things I just like throwing in my cart because I'm feeling it, other things I really find cute, other things I have sold before and I know they're going to sell. Let's see what we're talking about. First item is a Christmas item, little gnome. Do I have these right? Yeah, I do. Gnome Garland. You can see my ring light bouncing. See if I can get rid of it. And what did I pay for this? I think I paid $1.99 for this. Now Christmas is over, but I am still selling quite a bit of Christmas ornaments, different like animated figurines, things like that. So whenever I see something cute, it's lightweight, easy to ship, the price is right, I buy this all year long. Next up is a vintage coaster set. I've sold countless ones of these. It's like a little wooden chest and the coasters slide in. They usually have the cork here. And people still love these, and this one's especially nice because it has like a metal filigree knobbed, what do we call this, bracket up here. So this again I paid $1.99 for, so absolutely yes, again easy to ship, and I've sold these before so I knew that it would sell through. Next up is a present that Roger brought me. Some boyfriends bring flowers. I much rather have the presents he brings me, items he finds in the thrift store. Longer burger basket. So that's what that looks like. He got this for $1.99 because it was a half off sale, and this is the Christmas collection 1997. Longer burger is always marked on the bottom. I've never seen one not marked. I think this one's especially good, and it has both its plastic liner and its cloth liner. Longer burger comes with these plastic liners, I guess if you're going to put a plant or something that, you know, might leak through, and it usually has a cloth liner. So sometimes when you find them, they'll have both or one or none, but almost always I pick up longer burger. The only thing that I always make sure is that the buy-in price is good and there's no damage. But this is a present from Roger for me to sell, and I loved it. I was thrilled. Next up is a Parisian fisherman shelf sitter. How cute is he? Now I think he's lost his little pom-pom on his hat. So I am in hunt of a little black pom-pom. Yep, I get that crazy, but I just thought he was fantastic. I usually go for these types of items by the character of their face, by how the face shows expression. Because I think when a doll or a shelf sitter or a figurine has a good expression in the face, they sell better. People, for some reason, just fall in love with them. And I thought he was just fantastic. So I picked him up. Again, he was in the last haul, and I'm not sure what I'll get for him, but absolutely yes. Who doesn't love a fisherman shelf sitter? Next up is this little tray. I don't think I've shown this before. It is just like a porcelain. This might be porcelain on metal. That's what it sounds like when I tap it, and it has a filigree frame to it. So I went ahead and picked that up. The next thing is a set of cat silhouette pictures, and there's a name to this. I can never say this. Shren something. I did learn to say that word a while ago, and I've forgotten how to say it, but nonetheless, 3 cat. I might shut this light out. I think this light is bothering it too much. We'll see if that's better for the shot. 3 cat silhouette pictures. There's one. And these are hand done. They're signed by somebody. What does that say? Steve? No, Star. Star Ayers, I think her name is. Here's 2 and 3. For the set of 3, what did I pay for these? I paid 99 cents each, so $3 for the 3, and I have no idea what they'll sell for. I imagine 25, somewhere around there. Okay, so here is the crate and barrel dish that I showed in that video. Just nice, ceramic. And I bought it because it's crate and barrel and for the blue pattern. So we always talk about in my hauls, I do 1 pair of shoes at least. I've done that since day 1, I think. And here are the shoes, and I did go back and forth for quite a while. These are Cole Haan. It is a driving shoe. A driving shoe will always have some kind of protection to the heel because when the person is driving, you know, that heel will get worn out from resting it on the floorboard. And I went back and forth because Cole Haan shoes do not bring great money for me. But these I picked up at a half-off sale. They were $7.47, so what is that, $3.50, $60, $70, about $3.72. And I said for $3.72, they're leather, they're in good shape, and I felt like, you know, that was safe enough. That is my one tip that goes along with not being afraid, is know your cost. Do not just start picking up everything and putting it in your cart and coming home with it, especially if you're not going to list. No death piles. That is always something that I preach. I try not to put my opinion too much on other people, but guys, if you're just picking up for yourself, that's fine. But if you consider yourself a reseller and you're just thrifting and you're not selling any of it, that can go wrong very quickly. So don't be afraid to list items on eBay, even if you're just listing a couple of items a week, just to let them move through and to give you an excuse to go back to the thrift stores and do shopping. All right, the next item is this pineapple wood. I'm going to call this a matchbox. That's what it looks like. I can't imagine what else would be in such a deep container, and I thought this was great, so I picked that up. And what else? I don't think I've shown these. I have 2 of them. Are these left-in? I think these are left-in. Yep, left-in poodle bookends. Adorable. Oh, I have them backwards. Let me hold them the other way so you can see them. Great condition, no chips. Again, I think maybe 25 to 30. I have to comp them, and I paid $2.99 for the set. So that was a fun find. In the last video, I also talked about making a big mistake by leaving American Brilliant cut glass behind. I do consider it a mistake on my part. Maybe I should have picked that up, but with clear glass, I'm really on the fence about it. I'm really thinking love-hate situation. I love the idea that you're saving older glass. I love the idea that it's beautiful, fairly easy to clean. I hate the idea of shipping it, and identifying glass that has no stickers, no marks, no signature is, you know, who wants to do that just to look at clear glass? But I did go ahead and grab this one recently. So again, I think this is American Brilliant cut glass. It has the sawtooth on top, and this one, luckily enough, has a sticker. This is Bohemia. I don't have my glasses. I'm gonna run and get a magnifying glass. So even though those pieces were American cut Brilliant glass, that's my knowledge so far, this one does have a sticker. This is Bohemia, Czech Republic. Just beautiful. And I really like the shape of this one. So I went ahead and purchased this one. I paid $3 for it. And again, I did not run comps because I'm picking these pieces up for my education. Now I still will sell them, but when I'm trying to learn a category, I allow myself to buy pieces as long as it's not more than $5 a piece. I allow myself to buy them so that I can really get the feel for them, research them. It causes me to have to research. That's what I'm saying. If I see something in the store and I don't know much about it, I'll be like, oh, that's interesting. I might film it a little bit and then that's it. But if you purchase a piece, when you bring it home, home, it causes you to do more research, and I learn more that way. So I did pick up this one, which I will learn about. I don't imagine this is going to be more than $12, something like that. I never lose money on the pieces I pick up. It's just that I don't comp them necessarily in the store. So I said yes to this piece. I thought it was lovely, and it's got like a starburst type of pattern to it. I'm including a screenshot of this next item because I have already sold it and shipped it out. As you can tell by the title, I originally listed it local pickup only, which I'm always sure to write in uppercase letters and put it in the title so that the buyer knows. But a prospective buyer did contact me and asked me if I would please ship it. I did calculate it and add it to the listing, and she went ahead and purchased it. So while it was a lamp that was almost 3 feet tall, the thing that did persuade me to include shipping as an option was that I found this lamp in its original box with the original styrofoam that was molded to fit the piece. If I did not have that, I probably would not have been willing to ship it. $105, and I believe I paid $7 for it. So sometimes I can be talked into shipping stuff, but most of the times it has to have the original box and the original styrofoam. So great sale, and again, most people would pass this by. I think the last piece that I'm going to show, this might be party light. I don't know too many party light items. I never went to a party light party, and I don't think I've ever owned party light. But this is a little votive candle holder or tea light, and it has a Tiffany style shade that sits on it. Another shopper had this in their cart and they put it back, so I thought for sure it had damage, but I don't see any damage on it. And I thought even if it is party light, I think this is pretty good. I really like this. All right, guys, so that is the video for today. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps my channel a lot when my subscribership grows, when you guys like the video and appreciate the content I'm putting out. I do put a lot of time into these videos, which I'm enjoying very much, but just having you hit that like button is a huge help. All right, thanks so much for watching. Go out and get what's yours.